Oof. What is up? What is up, brothers? How you brothers doing? It is your dude, Mr. International Passport, here again for yet another classic live stream. I want to say, before I speak any further, please press a 1 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. How is my audio? Okay, please press a 1 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, who's in the building tonight? How's my audio? Am I coming in loud and clear? Shout out to Barack for the 1. Matumbo Dibwe, thank you. Gabriel Gatson and Australia's, thank you very much, brothers. Awesome. So, brothers, welcome to another classic live stream. I am your gracious host, Mr. International Passport. I want to say a huge thank you to all those who have supported me over the past couple of years. Your support has been greatly appreciated. And of course, welcome aboard the new viewers and subscribers. I accept and I embrace you with open arms. Okay. So when you come in, brothers, please press the like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Please support the channel. Join the Patreon Diamond tier for exclusive insight. Hit the super chats and hit the cash app too. That'd be greatly appreciated, brothers. And cop the merch too. And let's get started. So in tonight, we have a very important stream regarding South Korean women. I have a very special guest called Mr. Martin. How you doing, Martin?
I'm doing good. How about you, AP?
I'm doing great, brother. Try and speak louder, brother. Okay, so we can hear you loud and clear. We already had that lioness mountainous roar. Okay, fantastic. So, brother, do you mind giving us a brief background as to who you are, where you're from, and anything special about you, brother?
My name is Martin. I live in Houston. I'm from actually back in Africa, and
Oh, can you brothers hear me, or is that me?
you hear me?
I didn't hear you there. Do you mind repeating that, brother? It may be your earphones. Maybe try without your earphones, just so we can hear you loud and clear. So
Okay.
take your earphones off
Take it off.
and put your phone close to your mouth, please. Apologies for that, brothers.
Can you hear me?
Yes, much better, brother, much better. So do you mind giving us an introduction about yourself, brother?
My name is Mr. Martin, and I'm from Houston. Originally, I'm from Africa, and I work for the government. So I said there's
Fantastic, brother. Awesome. So let's get straight into it, brother. Where were you in Korea? What year was this?
Oh, in 2021 and 2022.
Okay, fantastic, brother. Awesome. So and what cities were you
in? I was so
Yo,
I also
hold on, brother.
also been there.
Did you brothers hear that? Is it cutting off or is it me? Hold on, brother. All right, brother. Do me a favor. Restart your internet router or your phone, please, brother, and jump back in because we cannot hear you, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, you have some connection issues. Okay, so do that for me. Restart your router and your phone. Jump back in. Okay, we want to make sure it's a good quality show, man. We can't hear you there, brother. All right, sorry, brothers. It happens. Shout out to Techie Nor for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Support for travels. Yes, indeed. Thank you, brother, for the support. Much appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. Awesome. Just waiting on our guests to come back in. I apologize. We'll wait for him to jump back in. All right. I hope you brothers had a great Christmas. How was your Christmas? How was your Christmas? Was it good? Was it bad? Press a 1 if it was good. Atomic, not me, bro. That's our guest. I fixed my internet the other day, so now you should hear me loud and clear. We know that AOL plan anymore. So let's wait for our guest to jump back in. and then we'll continue from there. So press a 1 in the chat if you had a great Christmas. A 2 if it was a bad Christmas. 3 if you're a teacher. Shout out to our Muslim brothers. Okay. Awesome. Good stuff, brothers. Good stuff. Right, so where's our guest? If you just joined, our guest is busy fixing his internet. I apologize. Things happen. He should be back very soon. He should be back very soon. Yeah, everyone's Wi-Fi is messed up. Don't know why. Come on, brother, where you at? Anyone get any good Christmas presents? No singing tonight, brothers. Too tired for that. Okay, so he should be here any second now. Okay, he should be jumping back on. Anyone get any expensive presents? Any Teslas? Any gold chain, diamond watch? Okay, so where's our guest at? Come on, brother, where you at? No, I haven't been to South Korea yet at Topic 92. He says here, have you been to South Korea yet? No, I haven't. On the list, though. On the list. All right, I'm going to give the brother 2 more minutes. And if he doesn't come, I'm going to end the stream. And I'll probably do another stream after this on something, on a different topic. Yeah, I want to be conscious of your time, brothers. Okay, he's back. Awesome. Yes. Mr. Martin, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Can you hear me now?
Yes, much better. Okay, so let's start again, brother, because we didn't hear you at first. So, Mr. Martin, welcome. Do you mind giving us a brief intro about your background, who you are, where you're from, and anything special and interesting about you, brother?
My name is Mr. Martin, and I'm from Houston, but I'm originally from Africa. I work for the government.
Awesome, brother. Where in Africa are you from?
I'm actually from Cameroon, naturally. Yeah.
Awesome, brother. Fantastic. And so South Korea, what year were you in South Korea?
I was there in 2021, 2022.
Awesome, brother. Fantastic. And what cities were you in, brother?
I was in Seoul, the big city. Everybody knows Seoul. And also Ulsan, Busan, Jeju, Pyeongtaek. I was kind of everywhere in South Korea.
Okay, fantastic, brother. So my first question to you, brother, is Are the women in South Korea checking heavy for brothers? If so, why do they love brothers? Break it down for us, bro.
Yes, Korean do check it out for brothers. They do, guys. I don't lie, but they like brothers, but on the low. And also, they see how they see shy, so they see a little bit. They're not open yet, you know, but definitely they're checking out on brothers.
Okay. You said they're a bit shy on the low, so you're telling that they have love for us, but they hide their love. They don't want brothers. They don't want other people to know that they like black men. Is it like an
Ye-
underlying love? Mhm.
Yes, because they also have their family, their the Korean men also jealous when they see see their sister put interest on another race and stuff. So they do like brothers and they do like brothers, but it's kind of hard for them to be open like that in their culture.
Wow. So in 2020, okay, so that's in 2022. Was that in every city in South Korea that you experienced that? Or was it mostly in the rural areas? Or was that in every city?
I mean, it's I can't say it's kind of every city. It's in every city you're gonna definitely gonna see that. Most Korean like I see they see how that closed window. They see a little like skeptical about brothers. So, but they do like brothers. But the more they know you, the no, they're going crazy.
Okay, brother. So how do you know if a South Korean woman likes you? Because they keep that love underneath. What are the signs that they give that make sure that give you the signals? Okay, she likes me, and you can then make moves on her. What kind of signals do they give to ensure that okay, she likes you, and how do you move on from there?
I mean, it depends the situation where you're at. Sometimes they're gonna approach you. I lie do approach guys. Korean female do approach black men in the club. But when they see her on the street, like let's say you meet her on the street, it's kind of hard to hide a signal. I mean, you got to do a call approach to find out if she want to talk to you. And if she, when you call approach her, is she open to talk to you? You already know you already know the move.
Okay, I see. So in this situation where they like us, but they don't show their love to us, they're a bit scared of doing so because of family pressure, what society thinks about black men. Would you say cold approaching them is a good thing or a bad thing? Should you do most of your approach on apps, dating apps, because it's more subtle and more discreet?
Yes, actually Tender. Actually, you should use Tender. Um, Also call approach. Also good, but most that is dating app is more the most thing over there in South Korea.
Okay. And what dating apps specifically are the best to meet South Korean women? Is it Tinder? Is it Hinge? Is it Bumble? What was the most success for you, brother?
Most Korean use the Tender. A lot of them.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, brother. So carrying on from this, brother, I want to know more about the feminism there because you were there in 2021 and 2022. That's very recent. And over time, we've seen a new Korean government there, and that the Korean politician, he campaigned on the promise of, taking away feminism from that country. When you were in South Korea, brother, was feminism a problem amongst South Korean women?
Definitely, they see how that mindset on feminism. They do have they see how feminists over there in South Korea, man. Like I tell you, a South Korean woman, it's gonna be hard. You want to marry her, it's gonna be a little tough. Definitely, it's gonna be a little tough.
So it's going to be a little tough marrying a South Korean woman because of her feminism. How bad is the
Yeah,
feminism there in South Korea? Is it so? Basically, hold on, brother. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is this feminism?
I'm probably gonna say a 7. Definitely a 7.
Seven.
Yeah, he's gonna be tough, man. He's gonna be tough to marry a South Korean woman because he's gonna be tough.
All right. Tell me why it would be tough. Is it because they're rude? Is it because of the high entitlement? What have you seen there that you believe makes it tough? I want you to stretch out your answers a bit more, brother. Give it to us with line by line, code by code.
I mean, the thing about Korean women, they check it out and the financial too much. That's like the main thing, you know. And also what you can do for them, you know. And yeah, I take an example. I have one of my friend who was going out with Korean woman. They was in a relationship, right? And the Korean he got married to a Korean woman. And you know when you give married to a Korean woman, and you know she expect you to give her the the green card, the put the paper to bring her here to the state. She definitely because you're gonna leave from you're gonna leave to come here and she gonna stay over there. The relationship cannot work like that. So she gonna expect to do that. And also she also expect to financial also give her the money and everything and stuff. So they kind of looking in that spot a lot. And you can provide for them and you can sure you're gonna give her all that or you only want to use her, that's gonna be a wrong term. You're gonna take a lot. And
Okay.
yeah,
Carry on.
and it's never going well. Every time let's say one American or someone or a soldier who get married to a Korean female, it's kinda it get tough. It goes south. It never go it never go right because always that problem, you know, always that pressure.
So you're saying, right, brothers should not marry a South Korean woman.
I mean, yeah, definitely. If you're a brother and you know you want somebody very submissive, it's not my Korean woman. You don't want trouble. Just go have fun in South Korea and look look somewhere else.
This is interesting. Okay, so all right, let's unpack that a bit further because you're saying that South Korean women they love brothers, but they hide a love for brothers, but at the
They
same
do.
time don't marry them. So you're saying that South Korean women are also they're just for fun. They're just for having fun, and that's it. Smash them, don't wife them. Is that what you're telling me, brother?
I would definitely say smash, done with them. Give it a little time because it's still a country where brothers is not don't know that well. It's not in a level yet where you can go and they don't know about brothers too much yet. You know, it's not open yet. Like the man said, oh let's take brother on. It's not open yet like that. The female, you know.
This is okay. This is very interesting. Wow, South Korea is moving like that. Okay. Um, I'm a bit shocked here. So they love us, but they're scared about showing their love towards black men. Then we can't wife them up. They're only for recreational purposes only. This is a bit of a complex situation, brother. So let me ask this, brother, about body count. Okay, how bad is the body count in South Korea? You know, can we find virgins there, and do they have low body count in South Korea?
In South Korea, yes, you're gonna find low body count. You also gotta find version. Like also you're gonna find a lot of them in school. A lot of version actually in school. You want a version, South Korean version in school. Definitely in school. It's kind of hard to find them in the club because it's kind of hard to find them in the club. But in school, yes, you're gonna find a lot of version.
Okay, so this is a complex situation here, brother. You know where I'm coming from, right? So I'm hearing they love us, don't marry them, just smash them. But they also virgins and low body count women there in South Korea. This is so
That's
complex.
I
So
know. This is actually a very complicated situation about South Korean female because they're like brothers on the low. But now to get open with them is kind of like it's complicated. It's complicated to move forward, take that step
huh.
forward.
So you're telling me, brother, there'll be problems with a brother, a black man, holding hands with a South Korean woman walking down the street. She might
I,
feel some sort of way. She might feel, I'm with a black man. I love him, but I don't want everyone to know that I'm with a black man. I'm a bit scared right there, brother, because I want my chick to show me around. No, not in a feminine way, but show, okay, this is my etc. etc. She likes me. She's introducing me to her friends, etc. etc. I want a chick like that who's happy being with a black man. If she ain't happy with me holding hands with her because I'm black, but she loves me, what's the point of me going to South Korea in the first place?
That's the
What?
thing. It's like in South Korea, sometimes you're gonna see some of them hold not like hold my like walking each other in the street, kind of walk like kind of hold their hand and stuff, but not too much. But because you also have Korean men, Korean men, when a Korean man once gonna see your sister with another race, they're gonna kind of like, it's gonna be hard for her to go back. It's gonna be hard for her. It's gonna be hard for her to go back to the another to the Korean woman, a Korean man.
So you're telling me, right? We will face problems with Korean men because we're dating a woman. They'll show jealousy towards us. They'll show hate towards us because we're dating a woman. Is that what you're telling me, bro? So there'll be a problem
Yeah.
between us and Korean men because we're dating a woman. Is that what you
I mean,
experienced?
they're gonna show jealousy. They're gonna be jealous. They're gonna be jealous. But they won't come attack you now. They will show jealousy. You're gonna see, let's say you're in a club with a Korean female, and they're gonna show a little jealousy. You're gonna see that because most of them are checking out also other female and in the other race too. So they're gonna be jealous.
So let me ask this, brother. Before I read the super chat about Johnny Walker, right? So we know there's a whole bunch of Western men in South Korea right now in 2022. Where do black men rank in terms of desirability? Are we number one, then white men, then Asian men? Are we number two? How are we ranked by South Korean women, by the dimes to date and for relationships for? And be real with me, brother, because it seems to me that South Korea ain't the spot. And on my channel, I'm all about transparency and telling the truth. I ain't gonna sell no lie to a brother. So tell me your thoughts. Where do we rank in terms of desirability in South Korea? Are we at the top or are we at the bottom?
I would say number 2, women South Korea. Number 2.
After who?
After they're gonna be the white man first, then us, and also the nationality where you from. Like, are you from the state? It gonna boost you up. You have selling the job, it gonna boost you up. But if from like another country, France, England, it gonna be kind of hard. But you're like a white man from the other country, also from like England, it gonna boost you up too a lot. But brothers, kind of like it's gonna be a little different. From the state, it's gonna be a little different because a lot of my African brothers they had that issue over there in South Korea. They do have that issue.
Okay, interesting. All right, so you're telling me, right, black American men do very well in South Korea.
Yes, definitely.
Women love black American men, but they're very scared in showing their love publicly towards black American men. Is that what you're telling me, bro?
They definitely they love us on the low, but they're scared to show us they show the love to the brothers. But that's the thing.
So I hear this, brother, right? That I love comparing Japanese women to South Korean women. So Japanese women are happy to show their black man around. She dates a black man. She's very happy she's with a black man. All her friends know she's walking hand in hand with a black man. She's smiling, she's having a great time. Telling me South Korean women, they know on that time, keep it on the low. So you're basically just some sort of, you're some sort of hidden secret. And that's what I'm traveling for, brother. I want to travel to meet a woman that's proud to show me around, proud to introduce me to her parents and her friends. If I'm a hidden secret, is it worth me going to South Korea even though they love me? And tell me your opinion about that, brother.
Like I said, Japanese women they're more understandable. They had that culture. They have a lot of black men already there who kind of open their mind. But in South Korea, it's not like that. You had things, but I take things slow with them. Then the more you go, the more they can show to the parents, and also it depends also what you do. Also, if you're American and you have a good job over there, they're gonna show it to the parent fast. They're gonna show it because they know their daughter gonna have opportunity to have more opportunity to date someone who's in the state that have more a good job than date someone who from Africa and who work over there. It's kind of like that. Is about opportunity and the chance. That's kind of like that.
Okay. So from what I'm hearing here, brother and brothers, can we get the likes up, please, to at least 80 likes? Likes are very important. If you have not liked the video, please like the video right now. We much appreciate. Okay, get those likes up, please. So are you telling me, brother, that nationality is more important than race? So if you're a Black American man, she's happy to show you around. She's happy, okay, I'm dating a Black American man, as
Yes,
opposed to an
yes.
African man from Ghana, Senegal. Is that what you're
Ghana,
talking about?
Senegal. Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. So basically, Black American men do very well in South Korea.
Yes, they do. They do really well. They do really well in South Korea, man. They do really
Okay,
well.
that clears things up. So brothers in the live stream chat, don't worry. If you're a Black American man, you're going to do very well in South Korea. And it makes sense. South Korea and America are very closely aligned, close allies. They love American dudes there, regardless of your race. So you're simply going to do well as a Black American man. Shout out to Johnny Walker for the $5 super chat. Any differences between the woman in Seoul and the woman in the countryside as far as feminism and wife quality goes? Any experience with rural girls? Can you answer that question, please?
Okay, so you're gonna find anything. You're gonna find everything. So you're gonna find feminine. You're gonna find some submissive Korean girls. You're gonna find Vision girl in Seoul. But it's more you're gonna find more open female in Seoul than find someone in a countryside who see how that Korean mindset. When I say how that Korean mindset, it's gonna be hard for her to date you than someone who's in Seoul, because someone in Seoul, she probably already meet a foreign already, at least one in her life, so she know how it's go down.
Okay. And would you say that the women in the countryside, they are less feminist than the women from the cities? So we know that feminism is a problem in Seoul and Busan. Is it also a problem in the countryside? Are the women there, are they more wifeable, and are they least feminist?
I mean, they're more waffable because they're away from the city. You know, they're away from the city. They're more waffable, and also they also have low body count. When she's away from the city, she has low body count. Definitely.
Okay, fantastic, brother. And going on from there, is feminism a problem in the countryside?
No, it's not a problem in the countryside. They don't. It's not a problem.
Makes sense. Makes sense. This is going very well. Okay. Thank you both for your honesty. Thank you very much, Martin. So let me ask you about the other groups of women there in South Korea. K-pop is a very popular music genre, a phenomenon. I'm seeing white chicks, black chicks, Asian chicks, whatever race of chick, right, go to South Korea to meet South Korean men. However, it doesn't always work out for those kind of women. I want to ask this, brother, right? Who are the most common nationalities of women there in South Korea? And are they also checking for brothers apart from South Korean women?
In South Korea, you're gonna see a lot of nationality of female. A lot. You're gonna see South African, French, German, Belgium, Russian, um, Congolese, Cameroonese. Um, you're gonna see a lot of nationality in South Korea, definitely. And they're actually checking on brothers. So right now, like what I can say is that it's like a big competition in South Korea right now about dating another dating. There's a lot of competition. Korean female have competition with female that come to Korea and make a living, or also tourists that come to South Korea to have fun. So it's a big competition. They're all checking on brothers. That's a good thing. They're all checking on brothers.
So the tourists and the foreign women in South Korea, are also checking for brothers. So you're telling me that if you're a Black American man, you have a lot of options there, from South Korean
Yes.
women to South African women to French women to German women to Belgian women. It's basically it's living life on easy mode in South Korea. Is that what you're telling
Yes.
me, bro?
Yes, you do have a lot of choice to make. You're a Black American or white American, you do have a lot of choice to make.
Okay, interesting, brother. So from what you saw in South Korea, right, in 2021 and 2022, because your intel is very recent, times have changed from 2010 or 2015. Are South Korean women submissive and feminine?
They are submissive, but it's you gonna take. They're submissive. Let's say that they're submissive. They're submissive, but not too not too much. They had to know you first. That's kind of thing. Now she had to know you so she can be that submissive. She had to know you, take her time to know you, and then the more she know you, the more she be submissive. Let's say like that.
Okay, interesting. And so, okay, is she feminine as well? Are they feminine? Sorry.
Depend. It depend, man.
It
It depend.
depends.
It
Huh.
depend. Depend.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Huh.
The
I know
thing
we
about
recorded. Go on.
Yeah, go ahead. The thing
You
about
go. You go.
Korean females is they like to go slow. They like to know you. Then she gonna see how you move, and she gonna you know she gonna probably also wait for her parents to tell her, hey, you want to be in a serious relationship or not. Like it depends. It depends the way you go the way you gonna move for her. You can't get on the club and smash, then move to another one, or you want something serious. No, it's gonna take a little while.
Okay. Interesting, brother. So let me ask this, brother. So they're very conservative in their dating. Would you
Yes,
say so?
definitely.
They don't rush into things. So you're not a couple after dating for 1 week. It may take 2 months or a month. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it might take 2 months. It might take a couple times to like, so you can be okay. It's my boyfriend. No, it's kind of it's gonna take a little while.
How long on average, from what you saw and heard? How long would it take for you to be an official couple?
An official couple, it probably gonna take a month. The way you go, the way you do things, but you might meet some. You probably gonna meet some who, and you're American, it gonna go faster because they have yeah, then they know because you're American guy gonna go faster. But Africans, I see a lot of my African brothers, it take a little time for them to you know to officially open the relationship like that.
So you're saying if you're American, it will be faster. So it sounds like to me like Korean women really love American men, and it doesn't matter what race you are. If you're Black American, you are king there because you're American, and so there'll be exceptions for you. So it may take a Korean guy 3 months to get into a relationship with a Korean woman, but if you're an American, it can only take 2 weeks or 1 month. Is that what you're telling me, brother?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
you gonna be fast. Well, American gonna be fast. I see guys pick up a Korean female like a couple 1 week, 2 week, they're in relationship already. They're in relationship already. And you're a serious guy look for Korean woman. I mean, you're gonna you're gonna you're gonna you're gonna have a chance to have one, and you definitely have a chance to have one, and you want something serious
Okay.
quickly.
So let me ask this, brother, right? How do this is a very interesting question. How do Black British men and Black Canadian men? Are you saying that it's not really worth us going there if we're Black British and Black Canadian? It's a Black American man's playground. Now, be honest with me, because I want my Black American men and my Black American brothers to do well. So if South Korea is the Black Americans' playground and they don't like Black British men and Black Canadian men, we have to go somewhere else.
I mean, I would definitely not say that. I would definitely go to South Korea, explore, because they have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff going on, it's not only Korean female they have other nationality where you can have you can be a British or you can be a Canadian brothers. You gonna like it. They have other nationality. It's not only Korean female. It's not. I'm telling you, it's not. You probably gonna tell me what the fuck, but it's the truth.
Language, brother. Please avoid swearing,
I'm
brother.
sorry.
But,
I'm sorry.
But no problem. So you're telling me, right? I will do a other nationality as a woman, but I want a South Korean chick. So would it be harder for me as a black British man than an American man to get a South Korean woman? And be honest with me, brother. You know,
It's gonna be
it
hard for
doesn't
a
matter.
British man.
Okay.
It's gonna be hard for a British man than American. American have more. It's more faster. Like it's more like it's more faster. Like she fall more faster than some other from other nationality. That's why I see a lot.
Interesting. Shout out to our Black American brothers who do well around the world. I've always said so. If you're Black American, you're a king. You're literally a king all around the world, and this is evidence that South Korean women they want Black American men. They want Black American men more than Black British men, more than Black Canadian men, more than Black Australian men, and more than Black African men. So if you're a Black American man, take advantage of that. Okay. Shout out to our Black American brothers worldwide. Salute to my kings, man. Shout out to Mr. I am Alex Watt for the $5 super chat. Thank you both for the support. Peace IP and M and chat. Thank you, brother. I'm 5'10". Question: Could you still get a girl with my height? Is that too short? Is that too tall? You know, is height a problem there in South Korea?
Nah, height is no problem in South Korea. I see some short guy get some Korean female, bro. Like height is not important. Height is not important in South Korea.
So if you're 5'2" and you're a man, you can get a South Korean girlfriend as a Black
Yes,
American
you
man.
can. Yes.
Amazing. And 5'10" is pretty tall. You know, if you wear Timbs or Air Forces, you're 6 foot. So
Yeah.
and you know, are South Korean women, are they short or are they tall?
They're short. Most of them are short, but you might be lucky to find some tall one. But most of them are short.
Okay, interesting. Thank you, brother, for the honesty. Let me ask this, brother. Where are the best places in South Korea to meet respectable woman as a Black American man? So if you're a Black American man, you go to South Korea, you want to find a wife or a girlfriend, you go to the park, coffee shop, certain spots. Where do you meet normal-minded women? What spots? What places?
You want to meet a young intellectual version or have a low body count. I'm saying go to walk around to university, coffee shop definitely, park, yeah, definitely, but definitely those part over there you probably gonna meet you gonna meet a Korean woman who have a low body count, who does nothing about men that much. She not even you don't know what she doing, so you gonna meet a lot of them like that.
Okay. And we spoke more about that on the Patreon, and I'll be dropping a Patreon video next week on how South Korean women get down in the bedroom. They're freaks, right? Aren't they, Martin? To keep it PG, but they're freaks, right?
Yeah, the definitely freak. I'm telling you, yeah, the definite
they,
freak.
they, there's some freaks, man, and you can still find virgins there. So, Sir Devon, Quadra K, please call in, brothers. I want you to share your experience. I'm gonna open up the phone lines in a couple minutes. Okay. You know, I shout out to the brothers, man. So, next question for you, brother, is, you know, cold approaching. Can you cold approach South Korean chicks in South Korea? If so, how do you cold approach them? What's the method? You know, how do you game them when you cold approach them?
Yes, you can call approach South Korean female, and the way you call approach them is more like just go. Just be simple when you call approach them. Just be simple and trying to speak to her, not and don't go all right away to the phone numbers and stuff. Trying to look for a conversation. and well, most of them are gonna be shy to talk to you. Most of them are gonna be shy, but if you have a chance to come to meet one who gonna be open. I mean, they're gonna talk to you.
Okay. And have you been cold approached by a South Korean woman? Do they cold approach black men, the South Korean woman?
They do could approach black men in the club. A lot of them when you're in the club, they do approach you. I don't know why, but in the club, yes, I see it in the club. They do. I was called approached by a Korean female. My first chick was a Korean female. She called approach me. I didn't, and I didn't want to talk to her. So
Okay. So that's in the club. What about outside the club? Do they cold approach?
it's kind of hard. Nah, I never see. Now you have to go. You
Okay.
got to call approach her. That's the thing.
So I'm guessing in the club scene, the alcohol flows in because Koreans are known for drinking a lot of alcohol and a lot of
Yeah.
soju. They get confident and cold approach you. So when they cold approach you, Baba, do they tap your hand or do they come right in front of you and say hi? I send your hello in Korean, or do they tap you in your arm? Hey, how do they cold approach?
I mean, they come in front of your face. I mean, she come in front of your face and she gonna say hi. She gonna tell her name and stuff, and you're taken from there.
Okay. What about language now? Language. You know, what's the preferred language to communicate with a South Korean woman in the clubs when you cold approach? Is it English? Is English enough, or do we have to know South Korean?
You have to know a little bit South Korean. If you're going to impress her, you know at least say how to say 안녕하세요 or say hi, hello, hey. So in South Korean, at least that's going to at least show her you're trying to learn about Korean, like you're trying to write about the Korean culture and stuff. You're going to boost you a lot, a little bit. You're going to boost you a lot. Also, you can also call her Portia English. If she don't understand, she gonna say she don't understand. You're gonna kind of see the way she move. She gonna say she don't understand. But most trying to learn a little bit Korean, a little bit, even it's one word that gonna help.
Okay, but if you don't know Korean, is English enough?
Yeah, English is enough. Like most in Seoul, most of Koreans speak English at least.
Okay. But if you want to find a wife, right, do you avoid women who know English too much or who know English at all? And do you go for women who only speak Korean if you want to find a wife?
Go for the one who speak Korean. Because the one who speak English, is if she speak English really well, that means she been she been on the she been on the black. She been somewhere. She been with foreigners. She might meet some foreigners, but she only speak Korean. That's a good thing because now you have a chance at least to teach her English and to impress her with your English. So that's the thing.
Okay, brother. So let me ask this, right? Obviously, we're foreigners in a new country, right? We don't know the historical background of the woman. How open are Korean women, in you asking questions about her past, her body count, the boyfriend she's had, the kind of lifestyle she lives? Are they open to that sort of questions? Because in the West, women get really up in arms when you ask them, okay, what's your body count? Who have you been with? What have you done in the bedroom? What have you done in the past? They get really upset about that. We just don't want to wife up any hoes. So can you ask those kind
No.
of questions to a South Korean chick? And would she be okay with those questions?
Yes, she'll be okay to ask those questions. She will be okay.
This is good. Okay. Shout out to Mr. T Breezy Miami for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. How long would you recommend someone staying in Korea to find a good Korean girlfriend slash wife? Can you answer that, please?
I've a whole. It would take like 6 months, 6 months or a year to find a good Korean female. It would take like 6 months or a year.
Okay. Awesome, brother. So let me open up the phone lines because I want to get Sir Devon and Quadra K to contribute to this discussion. I think it's very important to get their insight as well. So you've done a good job so far, bro. Let me get these brothers in. So call in right now, brother. Sir Devon and anyone call in. Let's have a discussion here. If you can't call in, please cash up and super chat your questions. Because I'm a bit 50-50 on a South Korean woman. Culture K, I don't think they check for brothers. I don't know, but maybe because I'm English, I think they like Black American men more than English Black men, and that's okay with me. But when it comes to me, I prefer Japanese women. Japanese women are known to love Black men. I'm a bit scared about South Korean chicks. I'm hearing about feminism. I don't know if they're submissive. I don't know if they're cooperative. I'm a bit scared there. So Kojo K and Sir Devon calling to, let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. Because Kojo K calling for 5-10 minutes, bro. It's holiday season right now, bro. You can call in. You can speak your thought because I need to break the South Korean question. So, Sir Devon, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you're not a troll? Just so I know you're a brother, and you can turn it off after. It's just a security vetting procedure. Thank you, bro. You're confirmed, Sir Devon. So turn your camera off. Thank you, brother. Let me bring in Mr. Sir Devon.
Yep.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, nothing much. I just got off of work actually. Just a side note. I saw like some comments. There were some guys saying that they didn't believe Asian women like Black men and all that. Well, I'm here to tell you guys. Actually, the vast majority of women I've dated have been Asian, and I've dated a lot of women. So, just want to get that out of there. There's definitely hope. Any of you guys who are interested in dating an Asian female, you can, no matter where they come from, whether it's South Korea, Japan, China, etc. I could tell you all about it. But in the context of Korean, actually, my girlfriend, she's actually South Korean, and a lot of what he was saying, it's absolutely true. They need time to trust you, and then that's when they really open up to you. And when I say open up, oh my goodness, like everything,
You know what I'm talking about.
everything, they really open up. Like I met my woman when I went down to Hawaii actually, and we were talking for a minute, and I was telling her, hey, I'm a software engineer, etc. Just looking to have a good time. And we were just talking, and I maintain my masculine frame. That's what they love. They love masculinity. She kept telling me over and over again, I love your deep voice. So fellas, if you have a deep voice, that automatically puts you up there. Even for guys, like even if you don't have a deep voice, like still, you have a very good chance of just meeting someone that you could mingle with. I would say the language, if you know any Korean, that will automatically put you up there as a candidate for them to date, because um, you have to take this into consideration. How many Black men are actually in South Korea, right? There's not many of us, so we are considered to be this sort of so what I'm looking for, this sort of diamond in a dozen. You know what I mean? And I really want to stress that diamond in a dozen. So there's a lot of white guys, etc. And I don't take anything from them. I'm happy for them, but I would say for every maybe 30 white guys, there's like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 Black guys. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe even less than that. So that is your chance to really shine and show South Korean women, because they don't really have a lot of exposure to us. Their impression of us is whatever they see on media, whether it's TV shows, movies, etc. So when a woman, a South Korean woman, meets you, that's your chance to show her something that she's never experienced before. I would say being very confident in yourself. What's another one? Making her laugh all the time. That's huge. If you can make a woman laugh, make her feel good while she's around you, she's going to trust you more and more, and she'll open up more and more. And be honest. Like if you feel like you don't want to be friends with this woman, tell her. That's what I did with my shorty. I told her straight up. I said, I'm interested in you. I don't want to be just friends. I really want to get to know you and have a good time. And then eventually she was the one that called me out on it. And she said, well, what are we? Like I really love spending time with you. I want to see you more and more. And when it comes to sexuality, oh my goodness, boy, boy.
Keep it PG, huh? Keep it PG.
Nah.
Yeah, it's true. It's absolutely true. I really want to give all of you guys hope out there. I'm a huge fan of this channel because I just feel like for the longest, especially when I was younger, I was always one of those guys who loved Asian cultures. Grew up watching stuff. As far as like Chinese kung fu films, and I had a huge crush on this Korean chick, and in a drama and stuff. And I was like, can that be me? Like, can I do that one day? And then eventually, like it started to happen. There was this guy who told me, just be confident in yourself, just be a man, and what is one thing that you absolutely need? Well, you need to communicate, right? What's the best way to communicate? Yeah, I could use English, but if I can speak Korean, that's even better, right? Because it shows that I care about learning about her culture and her family and stuff like that. Another question that another point that I would like to add is when it comes to the areas, right? Seoul, if you go to Seoul, yeah, there are women who will be more sure, they might be more open to dating black guys, etc., right? But there is feminism there. Absolutely, there is feminism. You still have your women that are not like that, who don't mind being that sort of submissive type of girl. But I met my woman, and she comes from this city called Daejeon, which is
Yeah.
it's a smaller area, and it's I would say if you're looking for someone who is on that more less feminism type of scale, definitely date someone outside of Seoul. But there's women everywhere. The point I want to make, guys, is I want you guys to if you do have this sort of if you have this idea that Asian women, specifically Korean women, won't date you, don't think like that. They will. No matter
Okay.
if you're from America, if you're from the UK, if you're from, I don't know, France, etc. Right? It doesn't matter. If you are a black male, confident, you take care of yourself, you can make a woman laugh, you're in. And on top of that, you learn her language, you're in. You just have to like bring that with you when you go there, because a woman can sense. She can sense when you're not confident in yourself. If you allow racism or you allow your color of your skin to stop you, um, they say that that's no one's fault except your own, right? I personally got tired of people telling me, "Oh, Asian women, they don't date black guys, like they like white guys, or they like blah blah blah." I got tired of hearing it. So what did I do? I started learning their languages. I started communicating with them. Next thing I know, I'm getting girlfriend back to back to back to back. And yeah, now I done settled down and chilled. And now I got a good Korean woman. So yeah.
Let me ask this, brother. Right. So for you, brother, you met your girlfriend in Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
Your South Korean woman. Did you cold approach her, or did she cold approach you?
I code approached her. I did in a way though where I was asking her about the time, and I said, hey, I was just wondering, like, what time is, and she's like, oh, it's this time. I was like, oh, thanks. Where are you from, by the way? You just find an opening, right? Find an opening, start the conversation, find a
Mhm.
way to provide some humor in that. They won't forget it. A woman never forgets when you make her feel good, and that includes Asian women too. They don't forget that feeling, right? They associate you with the way that you make them feel. So with that in your mind, you just have to keep doing that over and over again. That's exactly what happened to me. I just kept making her laugh, and then eventually she started falling more and more and more in love with me.
Hold on,
And
brother. So hold on, bro. So on that moment when you cold approached her and you asked for a time, how did you
mhm.
escalate to actually get her number? and meeting up with her, because she's thinking, okay, he asked me for the time, I gave it to him. How did you then carry on the conversation? How did you get a number?
Yep.
And how did you take
Yep.
on
So
from there? I think that's very important for brothers.
Yep. So after I asked her about the time, and I told her, I was like, it was a very simple compliment. It wasn't nothing too explicit, but I said, "Hey, I think you look nice. Where are you from?" And that's when she told me, "Oh, I'm from South Korea." I was like, "Wow, I've always wanted to go there. Can you tell me a little bit about like which which city you're from, etc." So we sat down. She started telling me about it, and I was telling her more about you know um, um the states, etc., because she was brand new to it. And I told her, I was like, I would love to link up with you later. I didn't directly say link up, but I said something more around her level of English. I said something like, I would love to, talk with you later. Do you have a number I could reach you by, etc. And she gave me that, and she gave me this. She gave me her Cao Talk ID. So if you're a brother that wants to, get to know South Korean woman, download Cao Talk. It's very useful. But yeah, it's all about how you carry yourself. They can tell. If you're not confident, you're gonna lose. That's my experience.
Okay, thank you, brother. This is great intel. And before I bring in Issa, I am Alex Wall. I want to find out, brother. So you dated many Asian women. Did you date women in their country or in America?
I dated in their country. I used to be an English teacher in China. I used to teach out there, and I had there was actually a situation where there were two Chinese girls actually going back and forth over me. That's how bad it got. Yeah, I'm not lying. I promise. Right hand up to God, I'm not lying. But I, after dealing with that situation, I decided, I kind of don't want to live that life. I just want to just relax and, just talk with one. I've been attracted to Asian women for a while. Yeah, ever since I was little. I speak Chinese fluently. I taught myself how to speak it, and still learning Japanese, still learning Korean. But here's the thing, guys. My girlfriend, she didn't have to tell me to learn Korean. I told her that I was learning Korean. I said I want to learn Korean, that way I'd be able to connect with with your family and et cetera, et cetera. If you tell a girl that, um, and don't tell her like right away, just like after you've gotten to know her and stuff, like I want to learn Korean, that way I can, understand, your culture, and, just be able to communicate with you. And one day if I meet, some of your friends, I could conversate with them and just get to know, Korea better. If you tell her stuff like that, she's going to be extremely happy, because a lot of times guys they come to countries like Korea, and they won't study any Korean. They'll just use English. So by putting that extra effort in, especially as a black man, that sets the impression, that sets the standard in their mind. That's something that you have to do. You just have to, like, as a black man, I stand out. Okay, well, make yourself stand out in a positive way, right? Give them a reason to pay attention to you, right? Because then, like, if a girl likes you, she's definitely going to tell her friends about you, and so now suddenly they like black men because of what you did with et cetera, et cetera. It travels, and so whatever they're seeing on TV or whatever, it doesn't matter anymore because they met you in person. So yeah, I just want to give brothers hope. I really want to give
Oh
brothers
man,
hope.
that was great, bro.
I
Go
can't
on.
even. Yep. Not to cut you off. I can't even count, guys. I can't even count on both hands the number of Chinese women I've dated. Um, gosh, like 40. It's been a lot. And I'm. It was just you just meet people. You really meet people, and you try to really, you have to figure out what works for you. It's deeper than just dating Asian women. It's about dating the right Asian women. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And
indeed.
when you when you have that kind of experience, it's no more, hey, you look, beautiful, etc. Therefore, I want to date you. It's like I'm past that phase now. Like, yeah, you look beautiful, but what are other things about you that would convince me to be with you, especially long
Mhm.
term? Reason why I'm with my girl is because I wanted someone who could cook for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm working full time as a software engineer. I wanted someone who could take care of like cooking and all of that stuff. She had no issue with that. My type. So, fellas, you can definitely um, don't. What am I trying to say? Don't worry about settling. You don't have to settle. You could find that Asian woman for you, right? If Asian woman is your thing, which I believe it is, because that's why you're here, right? But yeah,
Let me ask this, brother. Let me ask this,
yeah.
right? So, can you come on the channel in January to speak about how it's like dating a South Korean woman? We want to hear it from an American brother. I think
Yeah.
it'd be great. So can you reach out to me on IG? I put my IG in the private chat, and
Okay.
let's speak one on one, and let's get you on the channel to speak about what it's like dating a South Korean woman, what you have to do, what you shouldn't do, how to approach things in a certain way. I think that'd be very beneficial for Black men who are interested in Asian women.
Yep. Like I said, I had women when when I was by myself. As soon as I landed in Hawaii, and I went to this hotel called the Holiday Inn Express in Waikiki, I was signing in. There was this Japanese woman just staring me up and down. She was just staring me nonstop, and I was just like, "What did I do? Is something on my face?" And then that was when the person who was checking in my luggage said, I think that girl likes you. Like, what? Like, what do you mean? And
Oh man.
that's happened a lot. And so I would say one of the things, and fellas, this is to all brothers, if you can learn their language, do it. Do it. If you have the time, please do it. I'm not saying you have to be fluent, but the effort will put you in first place. If not in first place, you'll be up there. You'll be up the echelon. Just because of you wanting to connect, and because they're going to be curious about you, right? If a girl is not curious about you, she don't want nothing to do with you. And sometimes you might come across women who won't give you the time of day, right? And that's okay. But for every one woman that doesn't like you, there's another one that will. I've had women who had no interest in me at all that were Asian, and later on, they wanted me like crazy because they were kind of toxic, So, but that's not my type, right? So, I'm just saying, you have to summarize everything I'm saying, right? Brothers have a strong chance. There are some beautiful women over there. I like Asian women because that's just something that I like. I like all kinds of women, but for some reason, I don't know what it is. Um, Asian women just happen to catch my face all the time.
Thank you there. Hold on there, brother. Before I got another call, I don't want to keep him on for too long. Mr. I am Alex Watt. Can I bring you in, brother? Let me bring you in right now. How you doing, brother?
Peace, IP. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. How you keeping?
I'm surviving, brother. Doing what I gotta do. I just wanted to drop a little $5. I've been checking out the streams and the exclusive streams, and I just want to thank you. And just want to learn more because I once I do file my passport, I want to learn more about different women and much more. Yeah.
Awesome, brother. So, do you have any questions for our guests or also Devon in regards to Korean women?
Yes. Mr. M, what's your name, sir? I didn't get your name.
Martin.
Excuse me.
Mr. Martin? Yeah, Mr. Martin.
Oh, Maston. Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Maston. How you doing? Well, some of the
Good,
questions I
brother.
want to ask is like, well, because me, as you can tell, I'm a dark skinned brother and everything, but like regarding like my face, like I'm having like a little bit problems with, I'm dealing with it, but like, will they matter if like if you have like some scars like on your head or on your face that you're dealing with, or you had because of injuries or accidents?
Nah, it won't matter. It won't matter. Because it won't
Okay,
matter, brother.
because a brother like myself has a few on my body, because of things happen in my life, and I just want to know, because me being 5'10", because I just want to know because here in America, I don't get really much action, so when I travel abroad, when
What about a skin tone, to Devon and Martin? Does the skin tone matter? 'Cause I've always said that Asian cultures, they worship lighter skin tone. For dark skinned brothers, is it hard for them to get a South Korean chick if you're a dark skinned black man?
No,
Nah, it's not hard.
it only matters when you're dealing with their parents. That's it.
Yeah,
It does not
definitely.
matter.
You're right. Definitely.
Sorry, guys.
yes,
It does not matter to the. It doesn't matter to the girl. What matters to the girl is your approach. If you're confident, you have a high chance of, um, her contacting you again. You have a higher chance of her not feeling afraid of you. The reason why they say, oh, uh, Asian women, because I've heard a couple times where they say, oh, they're scared of black men, etc. Sometimes, like, some black dudes, they might go up to an Asian woman and might act a certain way, or they might appear scary, quote unquote. But I've seen situations where um, stuff like that has happened, and then the guy just happened to be funny, humorous, ease the girl's tension. This is required. It sucks, but it's required with certain women. But at the end of the day, the reward is you get her contact you again and again and again. Like I said, women in general will associate you with the way that you make them feel. So, brother, to answer your question about scars, I got scars too, man. I mean, I just turned on my camera. My hair is nappy, haven't shaved, but I have my girl who loves the heck out of me. And it's just because of my character. The character, it goes a long way because they want to be with someone that makes them feel good, that makes them laugh, or when they get sad and, they want to rely on someone, you're the person that they come to, man. Like, that's super important. A lot of people think, oh, being handsome is everything or having light skin. No, I've seen situations where, guys, white as day, but they ended up losing their girlfriend. Why? Because they weren't acting like the man that they're supposed to be. But have I ever had that issue? No, not at all. So it just really depends on how you carry yourself. Every time when I've lost a relationship, it was because either I just simply did not want to be with that girl anymore, or it's because I wasn't in my masculine. If that was the case, then yeah, of course, that would happen. But for the most part, everything is fine. Even if you're, you know, uh, even if you're a darker tone, you can still do it. Just have that sort of character to yourself. Like I said, humor is attractive to a lot of women.
Awesome,
okay,
fantastic.
well, thank you for that, brother. And my last question, and I'm a hop off and everything,
Mhm.
because you do talk about confidence and everything, and I understand that, but me myself, um, I haven't really had the much experience with women per se. So like when it comes to confidence, I'm like the only thing that comes to me to mind is just saying, "Hey, how you doing? You good? All right," and just trying to build a conversation up off there. It's like something maybe or something I'm wearing, like, or something she might be interested in, or something like that. But like the whole confidence thing is just
Question,
I
bro.
gotta work on personally. But thank you. I mean, like just like
Sure.
what would be like the best way, it's like to to work on my confidence per se for me, like when it comes to
Ask her
talking to
ask her questions about herself. Women love talking about themselves.
yes.
Awesome. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
I am Alex Watt. Appreciate you, bro. I'm hearing some beeping background noise. I need to drop you off there because it's a bit annoying me.
Okay.
Thank you, brother. Much
I'm gonna
appreciated.
hop off, but thank you, IP, and everybody else. Peace.
Peace out, brother.
Yep.
Thank you very much. So let me bring in Mr. Flacco. Flacco.
Yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to
Shout,
Passport Bros. Gotta big you guys up.
shout out to
RP,
you, Flacco.
I've been on your stream for like a while now. You know what I mean? I'm always in the comment section because, like I said, I wouldn't came and joined the panel if I didn't agree with what you guys ideas, the movement. So I'm 100% on board.
Thank you, brother.
The other night we had that conversation about the not the topic, but it was the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation. I beg to say this: if Tory Lanez, as much money as he has and the status that he has, my question is, why don't these guys just go overseas instead of dealing with these, celebrity women that's in the media? Like, I don't get it. It don't make sense.
Ignorant. They don't know what's going on, bro. They're very ignorant. So let's keep on topic, brother. Do you have any questions regarding South Korean women, brother?
Oh, yeah, about that. See, I'm from New York. I live in Brooklyn. So here in New York, we got like a big diversity crowd of different ethnicities. My thing is, say for instance, I did want to go visit that part of South Korea. What cities do you suggest a single guy like myself? What city you suggest like going? Because I like the party, I like the nightlife. So it's kind of like, I'm one of them turn up kind of guys.
I would definitely go to Seoul, man. Seoul is where you're a single man and you want a nightlife, Seoul.
Yeah.
So definitely the number one. Then you can slide onto Busan and see what's going on in Busan. But Seoul, oh hey, you getting crazy in Seoul, man. I don't lie to you. I keep it real.
Nah, I definitely appreciate that because like I really didn't know. Like I'm hearing it, but it's like I spent a lot of time in Central America, South America, even North America. Spent some time in the UK. So like this specific topic that you guys talking about, I just wanted to figure out, hey, far as me wanting to take a quick getaway trip, I just wanted to know what would be the right city. But yeah, I'm definitely tuned in.
Do you agree, Professor Devon?
Say it again.
Yeah.
So Devon, what cities do you recommend, brother?
So, my girl comes from Daejeon. Daejeon is smaller. It's more, it's not as sort of out there like Seoul is, but Seoul, yeah, for sure. And I would say just keep in mind that women there, they have experience, but they have way less experience with brothers. So everything that I said earlier, apply it.
I got you.
Hey, we have a South Korean brother in the chat. Hey, I'm South Korean. Welcome you to our country. Why Jacob call in, bro? Call in. We want to get some
definitely
South Korean brother.
I'm gonna come down now. I'm gonna come off the channel IP. I just wanted to shout you out, bro. Keep doing the movement. I'm gonna keep supporting Passport Bros. We will prevail. Free Tory Lanez.
Free Tory Lanez, yes indeed, man. Thank you, Flacco. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. And brother, if you want to keep on supporting me and the movement, feel free to join the Patreon Diamond tier. Super cheap, a lot of benefits on there, and if you want to hear the explicit version of the stream, I'll be dropping that next week on the Patreon. So let's continue talking out. And welcome back, Mr. Dina. It's been a minute, brother. Mr. MBA, hopefully all is well in your life over there in Cali. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I didn't forget about you, bro. So so this is great, brother. This is fantastic. So Mr. Devon, right? I'm pushing brothers towards Japanese women. I do that for a reason. I just feel like based on my research, I feel like brothers will get the best bang of their buck if they prioritize going after Japanese women. Am I ignorant there? Should we start considering South Korean women too? Do they like black men as much as Japanese women, or do Japanese women like black men more?
I'd say the Japanese. Okay, when it comes to Asians, Japanese and Filipinas, definitely top Asians. Well, when it comes to women, that will hands down date a black man with like no issues with the family, et cetera, et cetera. When it comes to, I would say next would be Chinese. From my experience living in China.
Chinese?
Yeah, shocking, right?
Now you Chinese.
I'm not even joking.
Man. I feel like they're the most racist woman out there.
Chinese.
I've dated a lot of them, so I can definitely talk about that for like hours. um, and Korean, I I would say Korean is, yeah, it's great. But I guess because of me having more experience with Chinese versus Korean, even though I'm dating a Korean woman now, that's why I would lead more towards Chinese. But my Korean shorty, she's showing me a side of Korea that I didn't even know existed. Um, like I was saying, like my the notion I had before was, oh, like they're not really into black people and blah blah, et cetera, et cetera. And wow, what a wake up call I got! What a wake up call! Um, the family, everyone, including her niece, who's super small, looked at me, loves me like crazy. Yeah, so now I'm seeing it as a normal thing. So
Wow.
whether people are saying stuff like, "Oh, if you're black, you're gonna have a hard time compared to a white guy," blah blah. Don't even listen to it.
Do you
Strive.
know? Do you know why we say this, bro? Because I'm in the UK, right?
Yep.
And I see what happens here. The high rates between white males and Asian women in terms of dating is so high. I hardly ever see a black man with an Asian woman in the UK. Same thing in
Yep.
America, in California, in New York. The rates between white men and Asian women is too high. I'm like, is that who they go for? Only white men? So when you constantly see that, bro, you kind of get put off. Like, do they like black men? I'm sure a black man
Um,
must have approached Asian woman. Why is a couple between a white man and an Asian woman so high? And that kind of puts me
I
off
can
and other
explain why.
brothers off.
I can explain why. It's it's not dating the guy, or I'm just saying the girl dating the guy. Um, it's sort of that what's the word I'm looking for? It's that image where they feel as if I don't want it to come off as I'm dissing anybody, because that's not my intention. But I would say that a lot of times there are hidden motives behind that, and there are a lot of normal relationships. I remember there was an Asian woman who told me that she wouldn't, date a black guy at all because that just isn't her type. And then I end up talking with her and spending time with her, and then next thing you know, she wants to be with me more, right? So they don't have a lot of exposure. They really don't have a lot of exposure to black men in the context of just Asian women in general. They don't. And so if you if you take Korean women out of all Asian women, right? Now you have an even smaller fraction of women who really don't have that much experience with with black men. So I'd say to all the black men out there, if you are considering going to Korea, if you're hesitant, if you're afraid of what people think of you, be like Bruce Lee, empty your mind, right? Empty your mind and just be confident and speak a little bit of Korean. You will make her smile. Take it from there. Keep talking to her. Let her know, like in the beginning, hey, I I had a great time with you, or I think we had a great time. I'd love to see you more. When are you free, etc. Just be confident and keep doing it, and make her laugh. Humor is super attractive to women; they love it. Um, and so, like after that, you're good. You're in. Stay away from the feminist women. Have options, right? You don't have to just
Mm.
settle for an Asian woman. You can be with whichever type of Asian woman you want, whether it's Korean, etc., or if there's a specific kind of Korean woman you want, you can get it. It's all about how you carry yourself, and it's about just being a man. You know.
Thank you, brother. So, are you currently living with your South Korean woman in America, or are you in Hawaii or her country?
So she just left like 2 days ago. She was here with me in the States, but she went to go and visit her parents and stuff. Because she
So,
just
so she lives in South Korea currently. Or
She
she lives in
lives with me.
America?
She
Okay.
moved with me. She was originally working in South Korea, but she decided that she wants to really be with me like all the time or whatever. So that's why she decided to move over here with me because I live excluding her, right? Like I lived alone, and so she was like, "Well, honey, I want to live with you," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, of
Are
course."
you not scared about her being poisoned by feminism? Wouldn't you want to live with her in South Korea and remote work because you're working IT, right? Remote working in South Korea, live with her in South Korea
Well,
to avoid toxic feminism.
the good news is where I live, there is there's Koreans around us,
Mm,
so we don't like. It's like we kind of stay at home. We don't like do like a lot of like going all the time. We just Netflix and chill. But I just I'm not too worried about that because I don't even plan on staying in the States like my whole my whole life. I'm only here temporarily and then I'm overseas. So and the reason why is because of feminism and just not being happy. Guys, don't settle. Don't settle. Um,
mm,
if you like anime, let me tell you, if you like Korean women drama, etc., go for that. Don't settle. Don't have this idea that just because you're black or just because you think that they're afraid because it's all in your head. Just because you might think that they will never pay attention to you, that is so far from the truth. I'm a guy that's dated several, and I mean several Asian women, so I could tell you like I could spend days talking to you guys about this, but don't allow those ideas to to be a deterrent. Go out there and explore. Um,
mm.
be be nice, but be assertive. Be a man, and just show her like, hey, this is who I am. And if she questions you about your skin color and all that, just be like, yeah, so this it is what it is. Like you can't change your color, but you can change you. What you can change is how she perceives you. And some women, they will perceive you depending on your behavior and how you act. And so if you are a confident person, that's what they will associate you with is confident and being, a man. If you are acting weak and acting sort of, like, oh, and you know what I mean, right? If you start acting like
Mm.
that, she's not gonna want to spend time with you. That goes for all women. And learn a language. Like I said, you don't have to be fluent. Just learn some. It means a lot to them. It means a whole lot to them.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Johnny Walker for the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro, for the support. And brothers, feel free to send in more donations. End of year stream. I have put in a lot of hard work this year. I've put in a lot of countries, a lot of intel. I traveled to countries to give you brothers intel. So feel free to donate. Join the Patreon, donate, Cash App. That'd be greatly appreciated. Johnny Walker, you're a legend. Thank you, brother. Hall of Fame member. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Can the guest comment on the plastic surgery that South Korean women get sometimes, or was that a rumor I just heard? Martin TV, do you want to speak on that first before I go on to Sir Devon?
Yeah, South Korean women do plastic surgery, but no, not a lot of them. Not a lot of them. But you're gonna know the one who does a lot of who do the plastic surgery. You're gonna definitely gonna know it because most of them don't have the big body, the all big booty, big boob, all that. You're gonna definitely don't know who has plastic surgery quickly when you see when you're outside and so you're gonna know.
Yep.
Okay. Sir Devon, do you want to speak on that, bro?
Yeah. Plastic surgery. I would say the less you talk about it with them, the better. I've had situations where um, I asked my girl. She hasn't done any plastic surgery, but she's really uncomfortable with that topic. It's sort of like a shame type of thing. You just don't want to mention it to them. I'd say, giving them compliments and even being aware that they did have plastic surgery, like it's done, like there's nothing you can really do about it. I prefer my woman to be natural, etc. But I would say, yeah, just don't speak on it. Don't make her feel like what she did. If you happen to meet a woman like that, don't make her feel like what she did is terrible or horrible, right? A woman will always associate. I keep saying this. A woman would always associate you with the way you made her feel. She would never forget it. Um, if you're a guy, make her laugh and all of that. You are. I promise you, you are in. You are in. She's gonna remember that. You know, she's gonna be like, "That who was that guy?" And in the way that she will look at you by making her laugh, she'll look at you like, oh, he was handsome, right? She wouldn't usually, like, for example, like some girls wouldn't usually think of a black guy being handsome, but because of the way that you treated her, now she's looking at you like, oh, he might be an option. I like the way he made me feel. He's a gentleman. You don't have to be this super nice guy. I'm just saying, just be assertive, but at the same time, you know, carry yourself like a man, man. We're men here, you know. Just be a man. You will get what you want, and don't chase. That is a major no. I've had some thickies, so I'm keeping it clean, but yeah, you know, you can get what it is that you want. Just be confident, because women love that, and be humorous, be hilarious to them.
Awesome.
And
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Dealer for the $499 super chat. Welcome back, Dealer. Long time no speak. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Let's set those goals and be the best versions of ourselves. Yes, indeed. Support the channel. Please, brother, support me. You know who you are. We'll link up in 2023 IP. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, brothers, there will be an end of year live stream where we're going to have a big stream, and I hope every single one of you make it to that big stream. We're going to set our plans for 2023. We're going to review this year, and we're going to speak about certain important topics to get us started for 2023. If you ain't part of the Patreon Diamond tier, you're losing. Okay, I'm dropping financial intel on there, foreign women intel on there, IT intel on there to get you brothers started for 2023. Okay, awesome. So let me ask this, Sir Devon, right?
Yep.
I find it very interesting that Japanese women are the ones that, out of all the East Asian countries, give black men a lot of play. To me, I've always thought of Japanese women as the best good-looking East Asian woman. I don't think South Korean women come close. I just feel like there's something about Japanese women, the way they look, the way they act, is just very appealing and attractive. And they are literally like, so you know, in Europe, right? Germany, they're the top European country. Okay, in the Americas, it's America. In South America, it's Brazil. In, let's say, Africa, it's, I don't know, Nigeria, Ghana, right? So we have the best country in East Asia where the women really love us. How did that even come to play? What is it? What happened there? Why did they like black men so much more than South Korean women?
I have an idea. I do have an idea. I don't know if a lot of brothers know about this, but we're tied to their history through this one guy. His name is Yasuke. He was working under this Japanese emperor as a samurai. Yeah, we're actually in Japanese history, and from my understanding, Japanese women, they like men who they perceive as being. It's actually the same, brother. It's Japanese women, they like men who they perceive as being strong, and so, you know, a lot of black dudes, you know, we happen to have that athleticism. We happen to have, you know, just strength in general, you know, and the deep voice. Oh my goodness. uh I don't want to speak too much on this, but I actually had a 50-year-old Japanese woman hitting on me. Facts. I had a 50-year-old Japanese woman hitting on me, asking me if I could take her to Hawaii. Never told my girl about it. I hope she doesn't see the stream later. Okay. But yeah, it happened. And it was because I didn't even I didn't really do much. I just, you know, talked to her, you know, spoke some Japanese. She was like, oh, you know, you sound so attractive, your voice, I love it. And I was like, whoa, like, I don't even know you, lady. Like, what's going on? but yeah, masculinity is something else. Women love it. No matter where you're from, masculinity goes a long way. Same with South Korea. My girl, brother, my girl even told me. She said, "You know the reason why I chose you to be with you." And I was like, "Why, baby? Like, tell me why." She's like, "Because you're so confident in yourself. You're so confident in
Mm,
yourself, and you always make me feel good. This is why I'm telling you guys this because it works." I'm not lying about this. Try this with any woman, and they'll love it. But choose wisely. And I'd say if you are when it comes to America and stuff, I used to feel I used to be in love with women here in America, but it sort of died after this feminism stuff started happening. So I decided to look elsewhere. It's the reason why I went to Hawaii because I was just curious, and that's why I met my shorty. And now we're just super strong, and she can't stop calling me. And yeah,
let me ask
so
this right now, brother.
yep.
Let me ask this. Damn, I forgot the question. Okay, so I have very strict requirements here. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
No girls trip, no male friends. I don't give a damn if he's your childhood friend. I don't pay that nonsense, right? Have you set those criteria of your Korean chick? And
So
how yeah, break it down for us, brother.
yep. So for the
And also, brother, also sorry, no clubbing with female friends. If we go clubbing, we go together. No with no female friends. Have you set those
yep,
boundaries with your Korean chick, and how do they feel about
absolutely,
that?
absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. The masculinity, right?
Mm,
So if you don't set boundaries and you just let her do whatever she wants to do, um, yeah, there's a chance that you get your heart broken later because you're not being a man and putting her in her place when she needs to be put there, right? So in my case, my girl is, she has male friends, but I happen to know those guys. And she asked me, she said, how do you feel about those guys? How do you feel about these friends? And I said, well, I'm not really comfortable with you having these male friends. And I said, I asked her, I was like, just don't disrespect me like that by, talking with them while I'm spending time with you, etc. And I want you to introduce me to these guys, etc. And she did. And um and it wasn't in a way where it's like super aggressive or anything, because again, the last thing you want to do is scare the girl. You don't want to do that. You want to you want her to associate you with a good feeling, but at the same time you have to be a man and just let her know, like, hey, I'm not comfortable with this. And I let her know, and immediately she was like, hey, like, it's cool and everything, that you guys want to hang out, but I got a boyfriend now. I can't be doing that. I don't want to upset him. She's really, really particular in making sure that I'm not upset. She'll ask me like, if you what I said just now, did that upset you? And I was like, no, you're fine,
wow.
baby. Like, just, yeah, she's really particular in that. She makes sure not to upset me. And she she asks me questions to just to stay on my good side and just make sure that everything that I tell her, um that she sort of follows. And I'm not saying she's a robot, but she really cares about me being in control, and me taking the lead, and just handling everything. And I asked her even way before she even came over here. I said, babe, would you mind like living, here with me, staying with me, etc. And she said, I'm on my way. She didn't even think twice about it. She was like, I'm on my way. I want to live there with you. Are you going to take care of me and stuff like that? I said, yeah, we could, um,
Mm.
we could settle and figure something out. Like, there's no problem with that.
Do you
Because
do you
yeah,
do you set boundaries before you go into a relationship with an Asian woman, or when you start the relationship?
after after
After,
the
okay.
reason.
So something like, okay, so go on, carry on.
Yep. So the reason why I usually set it after is because my rule of thumb is even after getting with them, You want them to, because they're still trying to get familiar with you and they're trying to see like where are your boundaries. So I tend to just sort of continue to talk with her, etc. And then once I feel like it's that time to let them know, like, hey, this is how I feel about this, etc., etc., they have enough trust in me to not go that route. And M even said himself, it takes like, a couple months, half a year. That's exactly the time it took me. It took a couple months for my girl to really open up to me. Um, and yeah, a couple months of trust, of a couple months. If you guys could just do like a couple months of doing everything right, making her laugh, not being too busy, because Korean women in general, they really care about how much time you're spending with them. You could be a busy man, right? I know I'm kind of getting off topic, but you could be a busy guy, but if you're too busy, that's a bad thing, right? A lot of women, they really care about, their love language is communication, right? So if you're able to do that and sort of devote time to her and everything, you'll be good. But boundaries, yeah, set boundaries in
So
a non-aggressive way. Yeah.
okay, so something like no girls trips abroad to Mexico. I don't give a damn. No clubbing with your female friends. We can go out, but no going to the nightlife. Could be no alcohol, dudes, bad influences, etc., etc. Have you set those kind of boundaries with her as well, bro?
I have. I definitely have. I talked
How
to her
did
about it.
how did you go about it?
So what I did was I when I talked to her, I said, "Hey babe, like, do you have like male friends, etc." And she told me, "Yeah." I said, I would really appreciate it if I not only knew about them, but if you just not hang out with them as much as you have before. And she she told me, she was like, does it bother you, that I hang out with them? I said, yeah, because now, we're together and I kind of feel like it's a little bit, it would be disrespectful, right? I didn't tell her like it's disrespectful. I said it would be disrespectful if you did this, because I care about you and I want to make sure that stuff works out for us. So I don't want
Sorry,
no one
bro.
else, way.
Sorry,
Yeah.
bro. More towards the female aspect. So in terms of like girls trips abroad, night
Oh,
outs with girls, more towards that aspect. Have you set boundaries with her as to you can't go on girls trips abroad? Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fits gives a good reason why. Mexico, Dubai, all dangerous places, and of course, nightlife clubbing with girls. Have you set those kind of boundaries with her? Because I wouldn't allow my girlfriend to do that.
yeah, you can. You absolutely can. In my case, I didn't even have to, and I'm going to explain why. The reason why is because my girl, um, she told me like she doesn't even want to travel anywhere without me. So she's not even like, that's not even in her in her mind to do those kind of trips. I would say if a girl is trying to do that, yeah, set the exact same type of boundaries. Definitely. Just tell her I'm not comfortable with you, going with your female friends like that. I don't know what's going on. I'm not with you. Like, I'm just not comfortable with that. And, just be assertive but not aggressive. Um, just let them know honestly. And, if they have an issue with it, well, keep talking about it. And eventually they're gonna have to submit and and make some adjustments to their behavior. If they don't, well, on to the next.
And nightlife as well. Have you set boundaries with her? No clubbing with female friends. Only go clubbing with me. Have you set that boundaries with her? And how did that go? I think we lost a brother. Okay. All right. So Devon, I hope you can hear me, bro.
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah. So have you set that? The going out to bars and clubs
The
with friends.
um my girl, yeah, I definitely have. I even asked her about it. I said, do you ever go out to clubs, etc.? And she told me, she's like, no, not really, but sometimes my friend, they might invite me. I said, you know, honestly, baby, I would not be comfortable with you going there without me. And she's like, yeah, from now on, you know. So it's like you have to be
Wow.
like sort of indirect about it, right? You just have to
Mm,
let them know, like, I'm not comfortable with this, but do it in an indirect way, because if you do it indirectly, then they don't feel intimidated, right? They don't feel scared about, you know, what you're telling them. They don't feel like you're going to hurt them. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm very indirect, but I state my point still. Which it's a smooth way to do it. You guys know.
mm. Fantastic, bro. This is wonderful. We definitely have to have you on the stream next year, Devon. So please reach out to me on IG ASAP. DM me.
I have a
Let's
lot of
speak one on
information
one.
for you guys. A lot.
Yes. Thank you, bro. Let's get you on the channel next year, January. So I'm going to end the stream in 20 minutes. So, brothers, if you have any questions, please call in or please cash app and super chat your questions. That'd be greatly appreciated. Slightly deviating off topic, but still on topic, right? What is seen as a handsome black man, a good-looking black man in the eyes of an Asian woman, Martin and Sir Devon? So, in the West, right, we know when white women, black women, etc. women who grew up in the West talk about handsome black man, they're talking about a guy who's probably 6'4", 6'5" minimum, who has chiseled cheekbones, pristine white teeth, who's muscly, who's basically a model-looking type dude. Okay,
I can turn on my.
what is a handsome black guy in terms of coming through the eyes of an East Asian woman? You go first, Sir Devon. We're going to Martin.
I
Yeah,
can
go
turn on
ahead,
my
go
web.
ahead.
I can turn my webcam real quick and show you guys.
Okay, come on, bro.
Yep. Wait 1 second. Okay. I look like a mess, but handsome. Number one, shave. Like, you don't have, like, if you have facial hair like me, it's okay, but just keep it shaved. Number one. Number two, your hair, like, fade your hair out. Yeah, you're good to go. That's it. That's all you have to do. You don't really have to do much.
So no chiseled cheekbones, no high cheekbones, no being 6'5", no big muscles like we see in the Incredible Hulk, nothing like that, bro.
Nah,
having big
no.
muscles, having big muscles, sometimes that actually works against you. Having big muscles, some girls are actually scared of it. So you want to, like, it's like you want to be strong, but you don't want to come off as scary, right? That's what girls really care about. Like, is he gonna hurt me, right? A lot of girls, you know, they care about that. Like, is he a crazy guy? Like, is he gonna hurt me? But if you come off as being nice and, you know, gentle, as they put it, you'll be good to go. Yeah, but
the beard aspect, the beard. I know Asian women have some sort of thing against the beard. Me, I have a beard, bro. I'm a man. I gotta have a beard. I gotta have something there, but I can't be clean shaven like a newborn baby. That ain't me, bro. So how much beard is too much for an Asian chick where she might like you, but the beard is puts her off? That's okay.
This is definitely like, this is like borderline. I usually would, you know, shave all of this, shave the sides, keep the mustache because I'm not going bald. It's just not my style. But just keep yourself shaved, keep your facial hair. You don't have to completely go naked on your face. Just keep yourself groomed up nice. Fade your hair out because they really like that. You know, I've got a number of messages and stuff from girls, you know. Like I said, you know, learn the language, guys. Yes, for the person who said in the comment section, this guy can speak Chinese. Yes, I can. I speak it fluently.
So if you have dreads, brother, like, is that a problem? Like dreads, a big afro, or do you have to like a number one cut, slim cut?
No, it's not a problem. Just manage it. That's all. Just manage it. Still fade, like, have a fade on the side. Women love fades, man. Have that, and just, you know, just have your stuff together. You know, your A game. You know, be confident. Learn the language is a definite plus. You don't have to learn a bunch of Korean. Just, you know, just learn some, right? Like it. You'd be surprised how far that goes. just having, showing them like, I could speak some Korean, and that's like your ticket in too. Like if you could speak some Korean, you tell them, oh, I'm trying to learn some more. Like, I thought you looked nice, so I wanted to come over here and practice with you. Bam, you're in. Make conversation with her. Easy. Just be confident in yourself, guys.
Damn, I think we will probably be making Asian women a bit too complex than it normally is or was.
It's not.
But brother, you understand where I'm coming from, right? Again, before I speak on that, Martin, do you agree with what Sir Devon says in terms of what attracts Asian women? What's a handsome woman in the eyes of a handsome black man in the eyes of an Asian woman, Martin?
Yes, I totally agree with Sir when he actually speak back. He know what he's talking about. I agree with everything he was saying. That he said everything.
Awesome.
I've got. I don't ever show my girl this, but I've got exes hitting me up left and right. Hey, how you been? And it's crazy. I had to get another phone number because of that. Like, it's bad.
I mean,
I'm not trying to.
bro, I block my exes, so I don't want nothing to do them. Once I split up with them, it's over. So I block them, bro. I mean, there's no point.
No,
I mean,
I
get
don't
back
block
together.
them.
You don't block them.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
I keep them. You never know. You never know. Never block them.
So as I was saying, Devon, right, you saw why black men just they find Asian woman complex. I used to find it very complex as well. I'm like, I see you with white men every single time. I see you on TikTok, on IG about your favorite crush is some white guy. I'm like, you don't want to show brother some love? Okay, that's cool. I don't know what we did to y'all, but okay.
It's not that they don't want to show us love. It's just it's familiarity. They're not really familiar with us, and that's why I said, as a black guy, if you're going to South Korea, you really like have to take advantage of that situation. You have like all of these white guys, right? And like I said, I don't take anything away from them. They're awesome too. But in the context of us, right? For every like 30 white guys, there's like maybe 2, 3, maybe even 4 black guys. Take advantage. You're different. Yeah. Right. We have that clear. Now, stand out in a good way. Giving them a reason to, want to spend time with you. Right. Like if I'll give you an example, right? Like if all of these girls are if you have like a bunch of Korean girls and they're like head over heels crazy about, Korean guys or white guys, right? But then you have that one Korean girl and she's like happy, like, oh my God, the world is great. Hello, everyone. Right? Like that, like, is going to make a lot of other Korean girls curious, like, huh, what's special about that guy? Why is he, like, what is special about him? Like, why is she so happy? Right? When you spark their curiosity, bam, you're in. Just by being black, you're going to make them very curious about you. So they still think a lot of us are from Africa, So when you're from America, or even if you are from Africa, right, you can still stand out. You could still, and that's why I said learn the language, because you automatically, that's an automatic plus. Just by letting them know, like, oh, I'm trying to learn Korean, I'm trying to integrate. You don't have to directly tell them that, but you just be like, yeah, I'm trying to learn Korean, and I came over because I thought you looked nice, and I wanted to get to know you more. Just be you, and they'll be giggling, and then you're in. You just take advantage of the situation, and yeah. Next thing you know, like a couple months down the line, you'll have a nice Korean girlfriend that she'll be telling all her friends about you. Then next thing you know, they'll be curious about black men, and then it just keep going from there.
Definitely.
Amazing.
That's what's happening right now.
Yeah, you got that right. So you got that right.
Yeah, my girlfriend has told everybody about me. Like, it's crazy. Actually, her mom was like the first person she told. It's like, Mom, I'm gonna go live with my boyfriend. She's like, oh, is he nice? And so then I met her mom, and I was like, 안녕하세요, 저는 뭐, right? Just speaking, Korean. And she's like, wow, he speak Korean too. And she's like, what does he do? What's his job? Oh, he's a software engineer. Oh, really? Okay, great. So then she's like, yeah, you can live with him. Fine. I validated him, so he's good. Yeah.
So was she still living with her parents? And how old was she, brother?
She's not living with her parents anymore.
But was she
right
before?
Yeah.
Was she living with her parents before she moved in with you, which is a good sign? And how old was she when she was living with her parents?
She 26. She was 26 when she was living with her parents.
Amazing. That's what I want to hear. Did she go to university from home or from campus? Was she living on campus?
Yeah. Home. Yeah.
Oh, brother, you're a very lucky man, because I find that women who live on campus, they're more likely to be hoes and for their box around than women who actually go to university from home. That's why when you want to date an educated foreign chick, make sure she went to university from home. Okay, because those are the best, bro. Is it hard to find that in this day and age in South Korea and Japan? Or can we find a lot of women who do that?
Yeah, you can. But I will say, if you go to cities like Tokyo or Seoul, these are obviously common places, so you could expect common results, right? You want to go to sort of mid-tier cities. My girl just happens to be from Daejeon, right? But you want to go to cities that they have foreigners, but not too many, because sometimes like some foreigners come over and they kind of mess it up for everybody.
They do.
They do.
They end up acting like simps, and so these girls are like, oh my gosh, like he's put me on a pedestal, so that's going to be my new default, and how I view myself as being very high. And so, like, when they meet a guy like me and I don't show them that kind of attention, I really can't anymore because I'm in a relationship. But when they meet a guy like me and I don't show them that kind of attention, they're like, huh? Like, why is he? I thought I was beautiful. I thought I had a nice body. Like, that's not everything. It doesn't last as long as personality for me. That's why I'm with this one. It's because she has a golden personality. It's something that I love. So
can you mention more mid-tier cities, brother? Because the reason why I wanted to mention more mid-tier cities in South Korea is because I am becoming very focused on. I want to meet if she's educated, she has some sort of degree, works professional. She has to went to university from home, because again, on campus stuff, a lot of demonic activity happens. Women go crazy, or they just sleep around, and I am wifing up no hoe. So the best women are women who go to university from home. They live with their parents. They go to university from 9 to 5, go home straight away, do that every day for 3 years, they graduate. They're unlikely to have been doing crazy stuff because their parents are like, why are you not home at this time? Where's my daughter? I need that in my life, bro, because dating is so complex nowadays, bro. Like, I just want the right chick. I want the right chick, virgin, feminine, submissive. Man, I need to find that, bro. So name me the mid-tier cities that happens where, apart from Daejeon in South Korea, where you can find that kind of woman.
Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna have to talk to my girl about that one, because they're out there. I would not recommend Seoul.
I would definitely say Pyeongtaek. Yeah, Pyeongtaek, definitely. Pyeongtaek, Osan, but it's kind of like different, because all the American be there, Osan, they're like you said, they're all fucking up everything. So definitely
language.
Pyeongtaek.
All right, so do me a favor, Martin. Type in those lists of names in the private chat so I can post it on the chat. But if you can inquire for me about that Serdavan before our stream next year in January, because I'm trying to. I want us black men, like educated black men. Like, I'm in IT as well. You're in IT. We've worked hard to get into where we are. I didn't mess around in university. I didn't do any crazy stuff. I studied very hard, right? So I deserve a woman that didn't sleep around, that's a virgin, because I actually put in work, man. And I wasn't some bum. I put in work for years. I need that chick that's the woman of my dreams, bro. I deserve that. I really do. You know, we all deserve it, man. Especially just us, because we're educated black men. We ain't pookies. We ain't Ray Rays. We ain't Tyrones. We're good, honest black men. We deserve the world, man. And that includes the perfect woman. Lord, please let that happen for me, man. Let it happen for the brothers, man. Please.
And that's why, and that is why I said, for the brothers that are listening to this stream, don't settle. Even if you are into Asian women like I am, don't settle. You know, go after, like, get the one. I'm not saying go after. Get the one that, you know, really does it for you. Don't just settle, because I made that mistake a lot. I, you know, dated a lot of Chinese women, and you know, it just so happened that it just didn't work out with them. Um, One of them even told me, you know, I know that I'm a narcissist and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my god. So I just blocked the number. I didn't even bother anymore. But yeah, you know, Asian women, you know, they have their bunch. They have their bad apples too. You know, it's not just, you know, they're not, they, even though they look pretty and stuff, many of them, some of them, right, they, you know, there's more to it than just their looks, right? So you just have to, be with the one that works for you. And fellas, the reason why I turn on my webcams is because I want you guys to see what I look like every day when I'm talking to my shorty. None shade, everything, and she's just constantly telling me, I love you, honey, and you're making me laugh so much, and all of that is because it's my character, right? Like, that's what she's in love with. It's not just my, of course she tells me like, oh honey, you need to shave and all that, but the love is still there. That's what I'm trying to say, right? So I'm trying to give brothers hope, because you absolutely can. Do not have this get this idea of your mind, if you have it, oh, I'm black, therefore I can't do it, or there's going to be a lot of racism and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, racism, it is what it is. You can't change people, but people can change themselves, right? You just have to continue to be you, confident. It'll work out. You know, you don't have to, you cannot change others, but you can definitely, you know, continue to be a good inspiration. And that's what I've been doing for years, just inspiring people and keeping my girl happy.
Wow. Awesome, man. Good to see happy black men with the woman
Learn
of their
Korean.
dreams, man.
Learn Korean.
Korean.
Yeah. Learn Korean. If you want, yep. If you want Japanese girl, learn Japanese. You want Chinese girl, learn Chinese.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, it's hard, man. The languages are hard. Like, you know it, then you forget it. You know it, then you forget it. I'm like, the best way is to live in China, man. That time you pick up the language easier. For us, right, we live in the West, learning Japanese, South Korean, it's so hard, bro. It's really hard. You got to memorize the characters, the sounds. Then you got another bunch of things to memorize in the sentence structure. It is a pain, bro. I mean, it's easy if we're out there in the country and have a proper teacher, but we gotta keep pushing, man. Because right now, bro, I'm hanging on, bro. I'm like, this is too much.
I know this is like a little bit off topic, but if you guys want to learn like these languages like quickly, ignore all the grammar explanations and just like a lot of example sentences. Just learn from that. That's how I learned Chinese and Japanese.
What do you mean? What do you mean? So just learn how you talk, like
literally
where you go into.
Like the way I'm just speak just a little bit. This is how I spoke Chinese. 我觉得你特别漂亮，特别喜欢和你交流。你从哪里来的？ Like that. Like I actually spoke Chinese like that. Japanese. 日本語を勉強し始めたばかりなので、まだわからないことがたくさんあります。Right? So, like, but that came from like a lot of like just looking at the sentences and saying it a bunch of times, getting familiar with the different grammatical structures, and just a lot of like content, consuming content all the time. That's how I did it, because I hate like reading books and stuff, trying to learn Japanese and all that.
What about memorizing the alphabetical characters like Japanese hiragana, katakana? That's quite tough.
Yeah,
How
you'll
did
have
you
to spend
memorize
time.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll have to spend time on that, of course. But in the context of speaking, um, listen and repeat. Choose like they often say like the reason why a baby learns is because he listens all the time. Where the baby's listening to all the grammar in Japanese and like all the time, right? So it's like a mixture of all the grammar being used together. We're very limited in our resources, so that's why we need that grammar stuff. But yeah, not to get too far off topic. Yeah, the characters and stuff you have to, of course, read about that, maybe use some sticky notes. But in the context of speaking, to speak better, listen to a bunch of examples, practice saying it, listen, say it, just keep exposure, and it's just gonna like grow on you. That's what's gonna happen.
Awesome, Mr. Sir Devon, Mr. Martin TV. It's been a pleasure having you brothers on here. We're at the 2-hour mark, so I'm going to end the stream. So, brothers, thank you very much for
Thank you.
For coming on here. Much appreciated, brothers. Brothers, thank you very much for the super chats and cash apps. Super chats, sorry, no cash apps tonight. And of course, looking forward to seeing you brothers on the end of year live stream later on this week, which will be a big stream. Thank you very much for all you've done this year. Keep the faith. 2023 will be the best year of our life so far. I'm looking forward to seeing successful black men in this space. Once again, Sir Devon, Martin TV, much appreciated. Sir Devon, reach out to me on IG as soon as possible, please. Let's get you. Yep. Let's set a plan for next year to bring you on. And Martin, you know what's up, bro. And
nice
meeting you,
have a great week ahead, brothers. And I will see you brothers on my next recording and next video. Oh, Theo just joined. Theo, what's up, Theo? You want to call in, Theo? There's a space for you, Theo. I mean, let me know. I can end the stream right now, or did you just join, Theo? Let me know, because did you just join? Okay, he go. Okay, no problem, Theo. Oh, I will see you, brothers, on the end of your live stream. Thank you very much, and take it easy, brothers. Thank you, brothers.
All right, thank you.
Guys.